to regrip a club, you need at least these items. First of all, you need the club you are going to be regripping. You need the new grip, obviously, grip solvent, tape, and a utility knife. Now, oh, you need an old t-shirt and a new t-shirt. And just pull a utility knife right across. Flip it to the other side, do the same thing. If you have a hook knife on your utility knife, this works way better. But okay, that guy's ready. This next one, and this is a little more difficult. Now you can do this with a screwdriver, but I really recommend getting one of these tools. And it's actually a grip removing tool. So what we want to do is put just the slightest little bit, wrench, get this little rascal started underneath there. Just the tiniest of bit will help. Give it a couple little turns. Now I've only got that in there about a ½ an inch, but that will be enough. I can put just a little bit in the edge of that corner there. Just a drop. If you notice, this is pretty messy. I'm actually doing this at my wife's kitchen sink, so she's watching, so she yells at me. That's the mean woman you hear in most of these videos. Put a little more solvent. I actually, in my shop, I put this little guy in my repertoire. Helps a ton. I can suck a little bit of the solvent out, either shoot it in the sides of the grip, or just add it to that little opening as I go.
Again, we're trying to distill this down to the least common denominator, stuff that you may have in your garage. So,
you know, you can spend $300 or $400 on equipment to do this. Don't do it. To save 40 or 50 bucks, you don't want to spend 300 or 400. That's when you become a golf course owner. Okay, so I've now got, what I've done is I've slowly, I don't know if you can tell from this video, but I've slowly turned this tool around, all the way around on the grip. That solvent ran down into the grip and just kind of led the way for this tool to do its work. So what it's done, I've reached the end of the grip. See how far that's in? Remember when we started, it was only about a ½ inch in? Well, that solvent loosened up all that tape all the way down, so I was able to turn this little rascal all the way around, which allows me to slowly, and I'm turning this in and pulling, that grip's coming off.
Now even though I just showed you how to save this grip is so old and crappy, we're not going to keep it. But just for argument's sake, this is a little bit of elbow grease here.
Yeah, we're working it back and forth, and it's off. Okay. Now I like the 2-inch tape. There are different schools of thought here. Some guys like to do, depending on when you learned how to do this, a lot of the old school guys really like to do a wrap around. I don't. This is far more efficient for what I do. I've done so many of these that I've got a really good feel. The trick here is not cut your finger. Now I've left that much tape at the end of this little guy. The reason why is when I roll that around, I'm then going to shove that in the end. Now this one, a lot of guys, there's different schools of thought here. Do you want to remove the old tape? Because this is my wife's club and she'll never know, we're not going to remove it. I don't know if you can hear her laughing off camera, but she really is. She thinks I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Before I pull this outside, this is the back side of double side tape. This, of course, is the sticky side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this down. I'm going to drop that one on the floor. It's important to drop one of them on the floor. Hey, there's my system. You see her little hand? So I'm going to peel this tape back. Okay, grab that little edge there. Peel it back halfway. I'm going to peel it back halfway to about there. And then finish wrapping. Just like that. And as easy as that. Fold it in and under. Okay, oops, sorry about that. I just had a washer delivered to my house, but you don't care because you're selfish and all you care about is yourself. Take that, twist it, and push it into the end of the shaft. So I'm going to put T in the end, keep the solvent from running out. Before I do this, I also want to grab just a little container of some kind. I'm going to use this little guy. You can see it upside down. We're going to pour a little bit, and I'm thinking I'm going to fill this grip maybe halfway to a third of the way up. Doesn't matter if you go all the way. If this is your first time regripping, I recommend you actually fill this to the brim. Now you see I'm shaking that up good. I'm going to pour this on. I want to make sure that I saturate this solvent, or this two-sided grip tape. I want to make sure that every square inch of that little rascal is covered with solvent. And what we've done is we've activated the adhesiveness of that tape. It's going to be really slippery, kind of a snotty kind of a stuff. Little trick here, you want to pinch this in, make it kind of oval shaped. I'm going to pinch a little oval on, get it over that. Now, what's going to happen here, if I just start sliding this on, is that grip solvent's going to shoot out the end of that grip. That's what I want to do here. I'm going to take this cloth and just put it over the end. Now while I'm doing here, I don't know if you saw how easily that slipped on. So I'm going to show you a little tool that you may want to invest in if you're doing the solid membrane of a wind grip. This is the tool you're going to look for. And what it is, this little guy slips right in the end of your grip. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to open up my grip opening. So when I slide it there, then I don't have to pinch that little oval into the end of the grip. And if you can see how that went on there. Makes it really pretty simple to slide on. It was that easy. Yeah.